Here's something most people never admit out loud. Having very few friends, or none at all, doesn't automatically mean something is wrong with you. More often, it means something about you operates differently. And that difference? It's usually rare. It's usually misunderstood. And most people don't recognize its value until much later in life. We've been conditioned to believe friendship is a numbers game. More friends means more success. More connections means more happiness. Yet somehow, we spend more time maintaining social media connections than actually having real conversations. We curate personas instead of building bonds. Today, we're going to unpack 5 rare traits commonly shared by people with few or no friends. And by the end of this video, I want you to stop seeing these traits as shortcomings and start recognizing them as signs of depth. Chapter 1. Trait 1. The deep processor. The first trait is what I call the deep processor. You don't just hear words, you analyze them. You don't just experience conversations, you replay them. While everyone else moved on from that group chat hours ago, you're still thinking about that one word someone used. Interesting. What did they really mean? Was it sincere? Was it dismissive? Did you respond the wrong way? Here's the paradox. This tendency isn't a weakness, it's a gift. Deep processors notice subtleties others miss. They read between the lines. They detect patterns in tone, behavior, and intention that pass right under everyone else's radar. But that level of processing comes at a cost. Social interaction drains you faster because you're handling more information. It's like running advanced software while everyone else is doing basic math. More data means more recovery time. The solution isn't to stop thinking deeply. It's to find people who value depth, people who want meaning over noise, quality over quantity. Chapter 2. The high standards paradox. This next trait often gets misunderstood. People with few friends tend to have exceptionally high standards, but not in an arrogant way. You have an advanced sensitivity to inconsistency. You notice when someone's words don't align with their actions. You feel subtle shifts in energy. You can sense when someone is being real versus performing. Most people label this as being picky, but in reality, it's pattern recognition. You're not difficult. You're discerning. Think about it like this. If you could see through walls, would you pretend you couldn't? If you could hear frequencies others miss, would you ignore them? Your standards aren't walls designed to keep people out. They're filters designed to let the right people in. Chapter 3. Trait 2. Excessive self-reliance. The second trait is a quiet contradiction. Extreme self-reliance. You've learned to handle everything on your own. You solve your own problems. You carry your own weight. And because of that, asking for help feels unnatural. Reaching out feels unnecessary. Depending on others feels foreign. Here's the hard truth. Vulnerability is the currency of connection. When you never need anyone, people eventually believe you. They stop trying to get close. Ironically, the independence that made you strong also made you seem unavailable. But here's the reframe. Self-reliance doesn't have to mean isolation. It can mean choosing connection, not because you need it, but because you value it. Chapter 4. A rich inner world. This trait is genuinely rare. Some people have such a vivid, complex inner world that external relationships feel secondary. Your thoughts are layered. Your imagination is active. Your inner dialogue is rich. So small talk feels like trading gold for loose change. Why discuss the weather when you're thinking about purpose, identity, or existence itself? This isn't arrogance, it's depth. The problem isn't that you think too highly of yourself. It's that you operate at a frequency most people never tune into. And after trying to share that inner world, only to be met with confusion or discomfort, you learn to keep it private. But hear this clearly. Your inner world isn't a barrier. It's an invitation for the right person. Chapter 5. Trait 3. The authenticity requirement. This trait might be the most misunderstood of all. You simply cannot fake it. You can't pretend to like people you don't. You can't force yourself through hollow conversations. You can't wear masks without feeling drained. Society often calls this difficult, but refusing to be fake is actually a sign of integrity. Most people switch personas effortlessly. Work self, social self, family self, until they forget who they really are. You refused that game. And yes, it cost you connections. But it preserved something far more valuable: your sense of self. Chapter 6. Energy Economics. Here's something few people admit. Friendship has an energy cost, and not everyone has the same battery. For deep thinkers, sensitive people, and those with rich inner worlds, social interaction consumes more fuel. Some people recharge through connection, others recharge through solitude. Neither is better. They're just different operating systems. The mistake is trying to run someone else's software on your system, then wondering why you crash. Chapter 7. Trait 4. Past experiences shaped you. For many people with few friends, caution didn't appear randomly. It was learned. Maybe trust was broken. Maybe vulnerability led to pain. Maybe you learned early that openness wasn't safe. So you built walls, not to shut people out, but to protect yourself. And those walls worked. They kept you safe. But walls don't differentiate between danger and opportunity. They block everything. You don't need to tear them down overnight. You just need to build gates. Chapter 8. The quality over quantity truth. Here's a perspective shift. The number of friends you have has almost no correlation with life satisfaction. What does matter? Depth. One authentic, reciprocal connection outweighs dozens of surface-level relationships. So when you judge your social life as too small, ask yourself, by whose standards? You weren't built for shallow water, you were built for depth. Stop measuring yourself by someone else's pool. Chapter 9. Trait 5. Different values. This final trait ties everything together. You simply value different things. While others chase status, you seek meaning. While others count validation, you pursue truth. While others fill calendars, you fill your mind. This isn't superiority, it's alignment. And when you play by a different value system, conventional measures of social success stop applying. You're not failing at friendship, you're playing a different game. Chapter 10. The path forward. So what do you do with all of this? First, stop apologizing for who you are. These traits aren't flaws, they're features. Second, seek environments that honor depth. You won't find meaningful connection in shallow spaces. Third, remember this. One genuine bond is worth more than 1,000 followers or surface connections. For people like you, quality isn't a preference, it's a requirement. And finally, give yourself permission to recover. Solitude isn't loneliness. For many, it's where clarity and strength are rebuilt. Let me leave you with this. Having few friends doesn't mean you're broken. It might mean you're rare. The people who truly see you exist, they're just rare too. And rare things take time to find. Your depth isn't a burden. Your standards aren't excessive. Your need for authenticity isn't demanding. In a world drowning in superficial connection, that makes you exactly what's needed. So if you ever feel alone in a crowded room, remember this. You're not lacking connection. You're waiting for the right one, and that's always worth the wait. If this resonated, hit like, share it with someone who needs it, subscribe for more, and let me know your thoughts in the comments.